Hi, my name is Nikki. This presentation is on the issues we currently face regarding global overpopulation. Please take a moment to watch the following clip from National Geographic special 7 billion. It's an eye-opening idea of what exactly it means to have 7 billion people walking around on this planet, as well as raises some interesting concepts about the increasing problems. Overpopulation is a drain on our natural resources. With the growing population reaching 7 billion, we must consider what problems our planet faces as a result, not just for the human race, but for all living things that we share this planet with. As illustrated in this graph, there has been a steady increase, with the most prominent rise occurring around the 1950s, being the era of the popular baby boom that occurred after the World War II. We since have seen a steady rise, in which has brought us to the current environmental problems we face now. Projections for population do not appear to be declining, at least within the next few decades. The population is expected to reach approximately 10.5 billion by 2050, as many women within the population are currently reaching childbearing age. According to National Geographic's Robert Kunzig, right now on Earth, water tables are falling, soil is eroding, glaciers are melting, and fish stocks are vanishing. Close to 1 billion people go hungry each day. Decades from now, there will likely be 2 billion more mouths to feed, mostly in poor countries. Because of our wasteful attitudes with consumption and our lack of urgency concerning the crisis, landfills are piling up daily. The amount of pollution we produce is swept into our water supply, decaying our soil. If the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle, were utilized properly, it would not only reduce the amount of garbage piled into our oceans and land, but sustain our natural resources and create a balance between the amount of people that live on this earth and how that ecosystem is maintained. Major cities are growing by the year in order to occupy the dozens of people born each day. These are filled with pollution and take over necessary land that previously occupied by animals and forests. In order to accommodate for the growing population, methods like clear cutting and slash and burn techniques are used. While this makes the resources available to people, it is detrimental to the ecosystem in many ways, including loss of habitats for animals, poor air quality, and the destruction of fertile lands that sometimes take decades to return to normal. These pictorials are clearly just an illustration, but are meant to engage us of what it means when an animal loses its habitat, whether it be from removing it from its natural habitat or its habitat being removed because deforestation. The devastation to these animals is real. The loss of their homes will eventually lead to the extinction of many species. Water supply is a major concern with overpopulation. Our natural waters are being depleted. With climate change, our icebergs are melting and the global temperature increases. The months of rainfall decline and put many underdeveloped nations who depend on these resources in critical conditions. While you may think that the only solution to overpopulation is to decrease the number of children that are born, you are wrong. By making changes in your daily life to conserve energy and water, you are making a big impact. By throwing away less and utilizing the recycling programs in your community, you are reducing the landfills. And think that if 7 billion people threw one less water bottle away a day, what that would mean for the environment. These cartoons are an illustration of how the issues regarding overpopulation are becoming more mainstream. By educating and putting your knowledge to work, you can prevent what science tells us to be the loss of resources, the loss of wildlife, the loss of plant life, and essentially the end of civilization we know of now. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the information, and I urge everyone to read the National Geographic 7 Billion article. It was very informative and educational. Have a good summer.